Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, even if it hasn't started for you, because I know some of you are a bit behind with the time zone, but that's alright. That's alright. It's okay. You'll eventually have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm sure of it. Today, though, on this wonderful Wednesday, we have to talk about an upcoming MX1 pack, because it releases tomorrow. Classic me, leaving it till super late, but that's alright, we still got time, So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a MX1 pack that is inspired by two famous cities, and the two MXs that are releasing in this MX1 city pack are the MX1 London and the MX1 Amsterdam. I know, guys, I leave us a lot of time to talk about sneakers, don't I? If this was a full-time job, I would definitely cover stuff as soon as it's announced, but YouTube ain't putting food on the table. So I cover it whenever we can cover it. Anyway, so we'll talk about a little bit of history about the MX1. So the MX1 was designed by Tinker Hatfield and was released in 1987. Yeah, goddamn, it's been a hot minute. It was released in 1987 and is called the MX1 because, can you guess why? It was the first MX. They really put a lot of effort into that name, eh? But yeah, it's the first MX, visible air unit, which was a big thing at the time. Come on, 1987, no one has seen this crazy stuff before. It was done before the Air Jordan 3, which, as we know, was designed by Tinker Hatfield and also featured a visible air unit on the heel there. So crazy revolutionary stuff back in the late 80s. Now, this shoe has been retroed so many times. So many people love the MX1. So many famous people have worn the MX1. The MX1 is to some their favorite shoe. It is just, it's a classic. It's a classic. It's not personally my favorite because I'm not like a fan of the overall silhouette, but I can respect it. Like, I know a lot of people do really like it. It is a very clean sneaker. It just ain't my thing. But yeah, so on top of all the retros and all the interesting colorways that we are getting, we are now getting an upcoming pack of MX1s inspired by, as I said, two cities, London and Amsterdam, by grabbing famous architectural features and famous colors and materials. Well, not materials from the city, but grabbing the architecture from the city and using the materials used to make that architecture and applying that same grain and feel to the actual sneaker itself. It's very well thought out, I gotta say. It is very, very well thought out. So it's releasing, as I said, within 24 hours, so we've got to cover it, we've got to talk about it. There's a lot of details to unpack, and yeah, I'm very excited to talk about these two sneakers that are coming out, guys. Now, if you want me to cover more Air Maxes on the channel, leave me that comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. It's the best way to stay up to date with sneaker releases. Hopefully, if I can release the videos on time before the actual sneaker releases. But most of the time we do a pretty good job at it. Anyway, let's move over to the HYPEBEAST article where we can have a look at all the images, have a look at all the release details, and discuss the upcoming Nike Air Max 1 City Pack. And here we are, guys. Look at it. It's the first one. Woo! That goes hard. That goes hard. Look at the different use of materials. You got some like corduroy over here. You got the suede. What, like, look at the toe box. It looks like it's made out of chainmail. It looks like it's made out of chainmail. Like, really, like, tightly put together chainmail. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. And this is only the first shoe. They've got 12 photos, so like, I'm assuming 6 each of each shoe. But this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. They've really put a lot of time and effort into, you know, the thought about this, the use of materials, the colors. Look how all the blue detailing matches. Amazing, amazing. Let's dive into it though. We'll read what the article has to say, and then we'll have a look at all the sneakers. So, Nike celebrates London and Amsterdam with MX1 City Series. I don't know if this is going to be a trend in 2020 because we saw the Milan Air Jordan 1 mids and then we saw the Paris Air Jordan 1 lows, and now we're getting a London and Amsterdam Air Max 1s. So maybe we're just gonna get heaps of cities done in different shoes and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I would like to know what the whole plan is. I don't think Nike has come out and said, ooh, we're gonna do all these cities on shoes. They've just kind of just released them. They're kind of just been like, yeah, there you go, public, enjoy. I can see the Air Maxes, especially these boys here, which I assume are the Londons. I can see them selling really well, being really high in demand. I don't know what the other colorway looks like at the moment, but I've heard that this one is the very popular one. This is the one that everyone's like scrambling to get and is like, please give it to me. So yeah, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. We'll have to, yeah, let's dive into the article before we dive into the other one. Oh, that looks like to be the Amsterdam one there. So there we go. Anyway, let's read the article first. Okay. Nike has released 2 new Air Max 1 colorways inspired by the cities of London and Amsterdam. The 2 designs feature contrasting color palettes with the cold colors of the London themed sneaker. London cold colors, yep, because it's 90% chance of rain every season for London, and it's just always covered in clouds. I mean, my parents went to England last year, and every single photo they sent was just clouds. It was raining, it was cloudy. I've never been to London, but honestly, it just seems like it rains and is cloudy all the time. And honestly, hey, I'm down for that. I tell you what, I love it when it rains. I love it when it's cloudy. Maybe your boy needs to get up and move to London. Man with no degrees, no anything, you know, no qualifications, moves all the way to London hoping to get a good job. Ain't gonna happen, ain't gonna happen. But anyway, yeah, that's so funny that they've even highlighted it here. Cold colors, yep. The sad, look at it. Grey skies of London mixed with the pouring down rain of London as well. Obviously not, it's all about the architecture, but yeah, it's a bit too real, isn't it? The stark difference to the warmer tones that appear in the Air Max 1 Amsterdam. Okay, so if I go back one, okay, let me just see the, yeah, okay, look at that. That's so much warmer. When I look at this, I imagine a city that's warm, that's filled with like sandstone buildings, that's nice and hot, you know. That's how I feel looking at this one. And then I look at the London shoe and I'm like, damn, this is a depressing city. It's cold, rains all the time. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. They really did capture the cities in that. Coming in grey and Valyrian blue, the London sneaker is constructed from a range of textures including mesh, suede, and corduroy in reference to the city's architectural diversity. Okay, look, it even comes in it. So you got the mesh at the front, you got the suede in the middle, and then you got the corduroy coming in the back there. Nice. I do like the mesh on that toe box though. It's like, how do I put it? It's been placed on the sneaker in a very chainmail like fashion, and I really like the look of that. For me, anytime mesh starts to get a little bit sparse and you have like giant gaps in the mesh, it seems cheaper and cheaper, if you know what I mean. But now that this mesh is like so tightly packed together, like there's like very little holes in it, or like very small holes in it, it looks more high quality and more fancy. That's how I feel looking at it. I feel like that's the case. Do you guys agree with me on that? Let me know in the comment section below if you agree on that. But I feel like, yeah, when mesh is given smaller holes to the point where it's just like really tightly put together, it seems more high quality. It seems more bougie. Seems more bougie. So yeah, I like this. It's nice and bougie. Okay. Arguably, the standout feature of the sneaker is on the heel. Okay, I didn't actually have a look at the heel. Where an embroidery of the curving river, is it Thames? Thames? Themes? No, it's not Themes. Thames? I think it's Thames. Runs through the Nike swoosh. Okay, let's have a look. Let's inspect. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Look at that. Okay, so you've got the Nike and the swoosh, and then you've got the river that comes all the way through. It's, if you don't know it's the river, like I didn't know that was the river until I looked at this. If you look at this and you don't know what shoe it is, and you just see this like little weird blue squiggly going through the Nike swoosh, you're probably like, what the hell is this? You probably need a little bit of clarification. Is there like London on the tag? There is LDN. Nice. Okay, maybe people will understand then if they know their geography a little bit, but yeah, no, I think this is going to be really weirdly misrepresented, and people are going to be like, why the hell is there like a squiggly worm going through the back of the Air Max? But yeah, no, it's a cool idea. It really does capture the city when you have like a landmark in it. But I suppose it is based on the architecture, so I might have preferred maybe a reference to iconic London buildings instead of the river, but understandable. Nike, you do you, honestly. Okay, now we're moving on to the Amsterdam pair. The Amsterdam sneaker comes with a multi-textural upper featuring elements of smooth and rugged suede, corduroy, and leather. The brighter color palette sees the Air Max 1 decked out in red, khaki, and peach in honor of the red bring buildings. Brick? Is it meant to be brick? I assume it's meant to be brick there. Hypebeast, not proofreading their articles there, but that's alright, that's alright. I'm coming in with the clutch. In honor of the red brick buildings and winding canals of the city, the canals are also celebrated in a similar heel embroidery to the London sneaker, while the XXX, taken from Amsterdam's coat of arms, features towards the toe box. Oh yes, okay, let's have a look at that. There we go. There we go. Different use of materials. That leather is that looks like a very good leather with the grain. You can even see the grain on it. It looks really bright. I mean, this looks super steezy. I kind of would have liked a little bit more color on the toe box, but it's alright. It's alright. It's kind of cool though, because you look at how this color back here at the sock liner matches the toe box. It kind of looks like they've like added this like colorful piece on top of it. Like there was an underlayer of this color here because it continues all the way through here, and then they've slapped on these like bright peachy and like, you know, brown colors here on top of it. I don't know, it just adds a little bit of depth to the actual sneaker itself by doing that. I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool there. Take a look at the Nike Air Max 1 London and Amsterdam in the gallery above. The two sneakers are set to arrive on stockists, including End, on March 19th. With no retail price. I'm so sorry, guys. I thought there'd be a retail price to help you out with that one, but no, they're not giving it to us. Okay. So it looks like it's coming out on London and Amsterdam. It looks like it's coming out on End and various other stockists like that. I don't know if they'll be stocking the London and Amsterdam pairs, but we'll have to check. After I'm done going through all the sneakers, details and colors and stuff like that, I'll go check on End for you guys and get right back to you on the retail price and stuff like that. But let's dive into the actual colorways. So hopefully this restarts it and oh no, it doesn't. Okay, let's just go back to the start. Okay, one, a London pair. Here we go. Okay, I don't know London architecture very well. I don't know if it does feature a lot of grey buildings, a lot of blue. But when I see this design, I think of the climate of London. You know, the grey clouds, the rain with the blues, the dark blues. And then it's represented on the back there with the river done in blue through the Nike swoosh there. I think that's very well done. That's very cool. I love the use of different materials on it. The corduroy is an interesting choice for the back of it, but all around, like the front of the sneaker, I think is where your eyes will be drawn to, just because of that use of color and detail and different materials. I like that it says London Air Max on the tongue there. That's very cool. That's very cool. I like the rope laces that go along with it, the white laces. I just love that chainmail looking toe box. The mudguard's really cool. I like this little circle here. It kind of looks like this piece underneath is joined together with this embroidery little circle here. I like that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I really like the exposed suede where the swoosh rests over the top of it. I like it that the chainmail design appears at the back here as well. As I said, it makes it look like it's another layer on top of the chainmail, like a little bit of extra armor, an extra, you know, adds more depth to the actual sneaker. Very, very nice. The color palette is really nice. I really like the material all around. It's really cool. It is really, really well done, and it is a really cool colorway. I like the London colorway. This kind of makes me think that I need to get around the Air Maxes, although I don't think the Air Maxes come in my size. I don't think they make them up to a 16 or a 17, so I think I'm just going to have to, like the Dunks, miss out on the Air Max sneakers and never know what an Air Max feels like on my feet. Kind of grim, I know, but that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Maybe one day, if Nike ever decided to sponsor me, then maybe I'll be able to get an Air Max in a size 16. Imagine how big that boy would be. Wow. Wow. But yeah, these are super cool. I still feel a little bit off about the river. I kind of would like the river to like actually connect to the corduroy and like stop there and like continue on and stop somewhere. Kind of weird that it's just like placed on the back there. It's a little bit weird. Again though, you're gonna have to explain it to so many people if you manage to pick up this pair and they don't know what it is, because they're gonna be like, why the hell do you have a squiggly on your Nike swoosh on the back there? And you're just gonna have to go into like all this detail and stuff, but it's got a story behind it, and that's what I really like about this MX1. It's not like they just grabbed a bunch of grays, a bunch of different materials, and then they were like, here's your MX1. They were like, let's focus it on a story. Let's design the colorway and the use of materials on this sneaker behind the architecture of a famous city. Is that not a good idea? I think that's a really cool idea. I think it's really well thought out. Yeah, the London pair, that's definitely a cop. That's a sick ass colorway. I love it. I love it. It actually makes me like interested in the Air Max 90, so the Air Max 1s, when really beforehand I was not really that interested in the Air Max 1s. There weren't a lot of colorways that excited me, but this is a really, really cool colorway. We'll move on to the Amsterdam pair now. Okay. Here we go. So we got the coat of arms XXX on the front here. We've got the use of leather here, more corduroy at the back, bit of suede. Very nice, very nice. The color palette of this one still is very clean, but I feel like this brown here where the swoosh is a little bit too aggressive. It's a little bit too dark, you know? It kind of really darkens the tone of the whole overall sneaker. I kind of would have liked something a little bit lighter, just to not really like, because you center, I mean, especially with the dark swoosh, maybe it's the dark swoosh that's really making me focus on it, but with the dark swoosh and the dark brown detail here, it really makes your eyes focus on that detail. See, the first thing you notice when you look at this sneaker on its side, you're like, bam, drawn to that dark swoosh. And I don't know, I kind of would have liked something that was a little bit more seamlessly incorporated into the colorway of the sneaker, you know? Like something that didn't pop out as much, something that kind of just went with the whole tone of the sneaker. In saying that though, they've done well to match the details up, because you have the black and red Nike swoosh up here with the coat of arms there, and the black detailing matches with the black swoosh and the black detailing on the back. And then the red swooshes match up on the front here. So, I mean, even with the dark detailing, it matches up with the other dark detailing on the sneaker itself. So it all works out in the end. This design is even more weirder, but the thing that I do have to praise about this design is it feels like it starts there at the stitching, and then it comes all the way down, touches it, and then comes back up again. I think that's kind of cool, but this is even more absurd to try and explain to someone. Someone will be like, why the hell do you have like a weird spider web ladder on the back of your Nikes? So, you know, I don't know. It's very hard to explain this to the general public. Not that it really matters. I mean, as long as you like the sneaker, that's all that really matters here. But out of the two, I don't know, man. I feel like the London one is where it's at. The London one is really where it's at. The Amsterdam one is cool, but it's just not the London pair. It just doesn't work as seamlessly. Like, I feel like the tone of the blue works really well with the different uses of grays and stuff like that. It just works better, and it's not as aggressive as just the black on these like light colors, these light beautiful colors. So that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling about it. Maybe you'll disagree. Maybe you prefer the Amsterdam pair. Hell, maybe you are from Amsterdam and you're like, you know what? I'm repping my city. Totally fair. Totally fair. Totally fair. Maybe it's because it doesn't have the chainmail on the toe box. Maybe low-key that's why I'm not feeling it as much. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the London pair. I think the London pair is a little bit better here. But they are still both very nice Air Maxes. They've done a very nice job with these. Gotta praise Nike for it. They're killing it. They're making a killing, man. They're just wow. Yeah, definitely. So I'll find out the retail price for you guys, but wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Air Max City Pack. Which one's your favorite? Is it the London boys over here? Or are you feeling a little bit lighter? You want something a little bit lighter and you're going with the Amsterdam boys, you know? Which one are you picking up? Are you trying to pick up both? It's probably going to be quite limited, probably going to be quite a limited release, and a lot of people are going to be coming after these. These are going to be very sought after, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you were unable to pick up a pair, because these look very limited based off the resale prices that I've seen, the people saying I'm willing to pay this much for them. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've seen people wanting to pay like near like $500 for them. It's ridiculous. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Nike Air Max City Pack on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always, in the comment section below. Okay guys, so I had a quick look on end. It is retailing for 129 euros? Euros. It is euros. Yeah, euros, which is like $290 Australian dollars, and it's like, yikes, yikes, that's gonna be a hefty resale price if yeah, if you and the fellas miss out. It's gonna be a pretty hefty resale price, but what can you do? What can you do? So yeah, I would say hop on end, hop on everywhere that's doing raffles and stuff, try and get a pair, but it looks like it's going to be rough, especially if you love the London pair. The London pair looks like the preference that everyone's going for. But hey, if you want both, good on you. If you want the Amsterdam one, I think that'll be easier. But if you want to try and get both, let alone just one of them, good luck. You're going to need it, because this is going to be a hectic drop. No, they're very nice shoes, very nice shoes. I prefer the London one a little bit more than the Amsterdam one, but let me know if you guys disagree or agree or want both or whatever you do. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But this is a really nice pack, and I'm really keen to see Nike do more like city-based sneakers and stuff like that. They've done 4 in total now, I want to say. The Paris lows, the Milan mids, the Amsterdam and London Air Max 1s. I think that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong if there are more, but they're the only ones I can think of at the moment. Yeah, let me know all your thoughts and opinions. They're very nice sneakers, retailing at 129 euros, March 19th. Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys. And if you want me to cover more Air Maxes on the channel, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, obviously. If you want me to cover more stuff, definitely go about doing that. And that's all I really got to say about it, guys. So until the next sneaker video, until the next Nike video, until the next Air Max video, I'll catch you later.